Hello, ARC family, and welcome to the ARC journey. This week, I just needed to share with you this devotional that I found today, my devotional life. God never sends you into a situation alone. He always goes before his children, as he did with the children of Israel when he led them with a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. You do not serve as his advanced troops in a foreign and hostile situation. He always precedes you in any situation you encounter. God is never caught by surprise by your experience. He has already been there. He is prepared to meet every need because he has gone before you and knows exactly what you will need for your pilgrimage. Not only does God go before you, he also stands beside you and behind you to provide protection and comfort. Jesus knew his disciples would be totally bewildered by his crucifixion. So he assured them in advance that no matter what happened, no matter where they went, they could go in confidence that he had already gone before them. Paul, too, experienced this assurance. In the most bewildering circumstances, his Lord was there. If you are going through a difficult or confusing time, know that your Lord has gone before you and he is present with you. He is fully aware of what you are facing and he is actively responding to your need. There is nowhere you can go that you will not find Christ waiting for you to join him. Even when you face death, you can be assured that he has gone before you in triumph. As a child of God, rest in the knowledge that your Savior preceded you and he will walk with you through each experience of your life. How amazing that Bob and Donna Crosby gave that to me Christmas 2000. This is the March 31st devotional in the Blackaby Experiencing God personal devotional. That was my Christmas gift from them. God knew that we were going to be here. He had established this with the Blackabys for this date when they wrote this devotional. And I was just continuously in awe of how God so completely has everything in his hands. He's got this. And I am seeing some of the silver linings just in the number of contacts and views and the positive responses that you're getting to your messages, and which are really powerful, to tell you the truth. It is really hard to do this in front of nobody and sharing your thoughts and your feelings and your what God's laid upon your heart, and then to do it in a compelling way. And you guys are knocking it out of the park. It is amazing watching all of. I've done way more Facebook than I have in the last 7 years, and watching YouTube videos like crazy of all of you preaching, and it is just absolutely amazing. Thank you for the hard work, the good work that you're doing. Now the challenge is how do we connect with those who aren't connecting with us electronically? And I think it's time maybe to go back to old school and break out the phone, break out the cards, just start keeping contact. How are you doing? What's going on? What's God telling you? Is there anything we can do to help you? And we're trying to do the same thing with you. You're in our thoughts and our prayers all the time. I ask that you would hold on. Next week, we should be prepared to share with you what's coming up around the corner for conference. What are we going to do? What's a budget stuff look like? So we're going to talk about that briefly. And we're going to talk about our camping season. All that stuff is a big part of the discussions this week. Denominationally, we are looking at and trying to wrap our heads around what is going on with the stimulus package that's been passed. And we just shot that out to all of you from Bob Stevenson. That'll be a big part of conversations this week going forward in trying to understand how this applies and if it applies to the church, what applies to the church, And is it appropriate for us? What do we need to do? So hold on. We will be trying to dig up that information and share it with you so that you can keep on going and keep on reaching out to your congregations. I just think that throughout all of this, God has expanded your territory. And it is amazing to see or to think that where a congregation was reaching maybe 50 people on Sunday morning, you are now having 300, 400 views on your messages. And that is, remember, that's like 2.3 people for every view. So you have exponentially increased your footprint, and God is expanding our territory. This is not a mistake. God is up to something, and this is exactly what the way that we are pursuing. How do we respond to this? This is canoeing the mountain. This is exactly the book, what he was talking about, and the challenges for us today. And God has just put us in a place where we have to respond and moving forward. So I say keep up the good work. Looking forward to talking to you. If you don't hear from me this week, feel free to give me a call. I'd love to talk to you and pray with you. And if there's anything that we can do and any way that we can specifically be praying for you, let us know, because we're already praying for you. Is no hardship to just add that. So I just am amazed that God in the year 2000 knew that I was going to have to do this today and gave me this devotional this morning. So just amazing. God's doing the same thing with you. All right. Time to shine. Go out there and shine. Thanks, and we will see you next week.